Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a brand new Call of Duty Zombies video on the channel. The last video I put up has over 10,000 views in 24 hours, which is absolutely crazy. I'm really loving the support. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you do the exact same on this video. Make sure you all hit that like button, and anybody that's new, make sure you do subscribe. Today I wanted to talk a lot about what you guys were sort of saying in the comment section of that video, and that gave me the idea to put out this theory. So I'm assuming you know why things happened the way they did in the cutscene at the end of Blood of the Dead, and I'm assuming that you know the Black Ops 3 timeline, as well as how the Black Ops 4 timeline differs from that one. Both videos to explain both of them are going to be linked in the description below, and I know it's already 1 minute into the video before we get into the content, but I need to make sure we're all on the same page. So, a lot of you guys were concerned with Richtofen dying. Yes, I think that broke everyone's hearts. But Waze, you instantly sort of thought of ways that he could come back alive, and then everybody was thinking about the Tranzit crew who are still in these incubation chambers. And the only way these bad boys are actually being powered is by electricity, right? Keep that in mind. So Richtofen has completely drained the blood at the end of the Blood of the Dead cutscene, and our characters walk away with the other Richtofen. It then pretty much appears that the power shuts down for the entire prison. And voila, we have the theory of the Tranzit crew being reawoken because the incubators that are keeping them in this sort of frozen state are going to completely shut down. So one of two things are actually going to happen. The Tranzit crew are actually going to die, or they're going to reawake in this dimension. Now I cannot see us replaying on this map again, but what I can see is a portal opening up, because this new Richtofen, who seems like he pretty much knows everything, has other plans for this version of the Tranzit crew. A lot of people are talking about this Tranzit crew basically going and reviving the Blood of the Dead Richtofen, which we see and sort of die at the end cutscene. A big part of me thinks that's not going to happen, but it would make a lot of sense if it did, because that version of the Richtofen essentially is the only one the Tranzit crew actually knows. Because at the end of the comics, pre-Black Ops 4, that Richtofen pretty much put our Tranzit crew in those incubation chambers. Second last page of the last issue of the comics, Richtofen informs the Tranzit crew, or Victis, of the suspension devices, and Misty sort of hops in. She says, "We're trusting you." Richtofen pops them in and he goes bang right on time, and it flows right in to the original iteration from Black Ops 3, where our characters arrive in the laboratory underneath the prison. But in this iteration for Black Ops 3, where our characters head back to Zetsubu, they pretty much just head back to Zetsubu. They don't go through the process of what happened in Blood of the Dead. So that's pretty much the story of how our Tranzit crew got there. If you're up to date with my other videos, you know that sort of in each iteration something has to be slightly changed. I mean, it's a different dimension, slightly different character, or slightly different characteristics in the character of Richtofen. And that's pretty much how they got there. So I mean, if they sort of awake from this chamber and they, like Misty was like hopping in, trusting this Richtofen, obviously they're going to need to trust him to sort of get them out of this dimension. So if they sort of do a bit of exploring and see his body hooked up to that machine, they're probably going to try undo it, and then he is going to know what the story is with the portals and maybe travel with them to our next zombies map, or a zombies map in the future in Black Ops 4. That is pretty much the theory. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. A lot of you guys were sort of forming ideas around this and sort of pointing it out, so I thought I'd make a video on it. Once again, if you're still here, make sure you have that subscribe button hit, and of course the notification bell turned on, and make sure you have the video liked as well. Without further ado, I'm going to leave the video here. Peace out. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in another video very, very soon.